Hello everyone, Guy Smith here, and today we are back in Blast Off. From the title, you might be able to see that, well, I guess maybe just be blunt, I'm ending the series. Now, before you go roaring about it in the comments, I'm going to explain why I am quitting this series, and don't make this sound like justification for me simply just quitting the series because I feel overbeared or something, or it's just like I didn't like the series from the start or anything. No. I do like this mod pack, but there are some things that are still flawed in it. Okay, let me go for an instance. Now, first of all, it has Iguana's Tinker tweaks, but to an extreme extent where there are only certain tools that I can use. Normally, like shears, because there are no Tinker's Construct shears. Swords, well, I think... Oh, yeah, these swords still work. But, I mean... Iguana's Tinker Tweaks kind of screws you over in some places because of the ore progression and everything, which, to be fair, is fine. I have that in my own personal mod pack. But what really screws me over is that you're relying so heavily on this quest book for your rewards. For example, I got this lava generator, but it doesn't... It's really hard to actually get all this stuff in order to be able to make a pump, etc., for you to be able to power things with it. As well, then you get to all the various hardcore mods that are in here. Now, normally they'd be pretty fine on their own, or even together, but then there's tweaks that make this mod pack even worse. Like, for example, steel casing. This is one of the recipes that I found pretty early on. Notice how this recipe has no steel in it. It just has Galgadorian, atomic alloy, an advanced PCB, which dare I even begin to go into, osmium, which isn't actually that bad, but I mean, it's osmium. Reinforced metal, which is also pretty freaking awful, if I do say so myself. I mean, you have to get a refined hardener, iron, and hardened mesh. I mean... Where do I even begin with this? It never ends. It never bloody ends. Oh, and then advanced PCBs. The Yogscast had a very, very awful time with these. I mean, basic capacitors, which are normally very, very cheap. Yeah, you need printed circuit boards, Galgadorian. I'm gonna go into Galgadorian now. Lump of Galgador, you need alumite, osmium, more reinforced metal, magical wood, a block of brass, which isn't that hard, but I mean still a block of brass, ender-infused obsidian. You get 4 per recipe, which is enough for 1 lump of Galgador, which you turn with 15 hits on a blacksmith's anvil into Galgadorian metal. But then there's magical wood, which you need to enchant stuff for. I mean, seriously. It begins to really dawn on you how much goes into one frickin' Galgadorian. Oh, and then, there's infused Galgadorian, which there's infused, which it uses blood, yes, blood, drained Galgadorian, which you use a pressure chamber from, Pneumatic Craft, along with an Ender Core, which uses 4 magical wood, Ender Infused Obsidian and Eye of Ender, just for 1, and then you use Processed Alumite, Processed Reinforced, which is reinforced metal, Osmium, and Brass to get the Drained Galgadorian, and then you get an Infused Galgadorian block. Oh, an Enhanced Infused Galgadorian block, you use an Ultimate Control Circuit, which I have not made in All I Wanted to Survive yet. I mean... In my All I Wanted to Survive series, I have my ores cranked up high. I just haven't found a need for an ultimate control circuit. I mean, it's almost like a waste because of the fact that it uses so much alloy. It's stupid. And then the Eye of Galgador, which uses gas tiers, just for 1. I haven't even gone to the Nether. Gas are horrible. Oh, and pigmen are horrible because of that, the infernal mobs. That's what it is. Pigmen are awful because of infernal mobs. Do I need to even begin to go into the rest of this? I mean, Botania, something that I wanted to do in this mod pack. You can begin to get into it, but there's some things that are just kind of stupid to get into because of the fact that they require so many resources and it's so hard to do. I mean, I have an easier time in Sky Factory doing all the Botania stuff, and I have to make the resources from scratch. I mean, it's just time-consuming in this pack. Yes, Sky Factory is also time-consuming, but this one is worse. I mean, how does it make sense to have something that's more time-consuming than creating it from scratch? Or finding a way to create it from scratch, and then possibly having a magical crop seed, but whatever, still. You get what I'm saying, right? I mean, I only just started getting diamonds, for crying out loud, etc. Oh god. I'm going to heat myself up. Actually, open to land, allow cheats on. I wanted to try and do something a little bit nicer for an ending for this series. Because, well, I mean, we don't exactly have to diss on this entire series and this entire mod pack for its goodbye. Because, really, it is a great mod pack. It has a lot of great mods in it, and I think it is a brilliant combination and idea. It's just not as great executed as it could have been. Sorry, Karmacharger. But, I mean, Karmacharger probably agrees, seeing as Karmacharger hasn't updated this mod pack since June? Earlier? Yeah, it's been a while, needless to say. So, yeah. I'm not even going to go into all this stuff. I mean, pneumatic craft. I'm amazed that Karmacharger was able to get into all the pneumatic craft stuff. But then again, this was from when she's just using it before oil and everything. I mean, in my mod pack, I eliminated pneumatic craft for a reason. Pneumatic craft was awful, trying to figure out how to get the oil stuff into the quest book, because that is a horrible, horrible, awful, hard to comprehend system. It is way too advanced for even me. God. You couldn't put it in open block tanks or anything. It is super, super incompatible at the moment. Also, I don't even know if it generates in the world yet, so yeah. Industrial Revolution, Infuser, Applied Energistics. I mean, Blast Off. This is where the Yogscast finished. They didn't go into moon or exploration, Mars exploration, asteroids, Venus, Mercury, the Jupiter moons, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, the Sirius solar system, the deep dark, or the end. Honestly. Just nothing. They didn't go into that at all. And again, for good reason. This pack is really, really difficult. Even beyond my difficulty. I'm personally surprised that they chose to go to Journey to the Core right away after this pack, which, when I first played it, it was really, really early, and it was awful. From the sounds of it, it got even worse. Anyway, I wanted to do something... slash game mode C. I wanted to end this series on a good note. Oh, and really quick, I just wanted to fly. Oh. Whee! I like flying with this mod because you look like Superman. Oh god, it looks so cool. Oh, hang on. Let's go into the open air. Whee! Oh god. Oh, and because of the backpack. Okay, let's take off all of our armor because we don't need it right now. Whee! Oh gosh, this is so fun. Just flying in this frickin' mod pack. I mean... Anyway, I'm going to really quick grab a rocket because I want to just blast off. I want to end on a good note. For the sake of the video, though, despite the fact that I'm going to really just be ending the series anyway, I'm just going to put everything that I don't want away. Alright. Consider this as my way of basically saying, I don't want this series to end on a bad note, and I want it to end on a hopeful, happy note. So, yeah. God, Galacticraft zooms you out so far. I hope you enjoyed this series, And I'm sorry that it has to go, but it really does. In the end, I think that maybe I'll do better in the end, not having to do this series. And, you know, the hardcore aspects and the execution of this pack weren't for me. Other people enjoyed it. A lot of people raged at it. I personally got a little bit annoyed in the end. I endured for the long part, but it just didn't work out. So in the end, I really hope you did enjoy this series. I personally took some enjoyment out of it. In the end, it wasn't the greatest, but still. So thank you so much for watching one last time, and this is Guy Smith signing off for the last time in this series. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys. Bye! Up we go!